Nice job, Charlie. Nice bucket. Yes. Finally. It's great. Finally. And my father-in-law just said, it's great. So finally. Okay, guys. That was a nightmare headache. So the first half is over. Blocked by Zoe.
Woo! Get out of here.
13. There goes Zoe. Checking in for her is Dylan. 2 subs for Royalty Hoops. We'll reset the table. It's a running clock. 42-17. We're in the second half. 13 minutes left. And Royalty Hoops to inbound in front of their basket. And I guess there's a timeout called by Royalty Hoops at the 12:59 mark. So, again, apologies for the horrific Wi-Fi here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have attempted about 17 different feeds, and, you know, what do they say? 18th time is a charm. Thank you, Tracy Bennett, for the feedback there as well. Let's go over some stats that we weren't able to give at halftime, but now it's 12:59 on the clock, and 3 end up comfortably with a running clock, 42-17. Here's some stats currently. With 7 steals, leading the way is Audrey Bennett. She also leads the way with points with 12. Followed by Zoe's 11, and then Charlie's 10 points. Dylan has 5 points, and Kate has 4. From the 3-point range, Audrey's 2 for 6, Zoe's 1 of 3, Charlie's 2 of 9. Free throws, we just have Dylan with 1 of 4, and that's our only free throw, so we're going to have to turn that back on. We're 1 of 8 from the free throw line. Back from the timeout. Inbounding is Royalty. They have 5 seconds to get it in. They just get it in enough time. Shelby defends on the outside. Now inside. Dylan's going to guard that. Tipped there by Charlie, but it stays with Royalty. Audrey defends on the outside. And that's tipped right back into the hands of Royalty. She shoots it up and just airballs it into the hands of Kate. Kate gets bumped, but no foul. Kate has it to the top, Audrey. Back over to Kate, inside to Dylan. Dylan bounces right, trips side of the backboard, falls on the ground, but the ball goes into the opponent's hand. 12-16 on the clock. Opening round game here in the second AAU tournament of 2026. That's a much-needed 3 for Royalty Hoops. He scored their 20th point. Now Audrey in front of our bench. Gets a screen by Dylan. Takes it. Between her legs and back to the top to Kate. Now, Charlie gets a screen from Shelby. Thought about giving it back to Shelby, but guarded well by the opponent, number 5. Kate tried to go underneath. Hits the bottom of the backboard, and now Royalty Hoops comes back up the court. Ball loses on the ground, picked up by Dylan, and now Audrey has it. Shovels it over to Charlie. Bounces up to Kate, and Kate lays it in for the 44th point in game 1. 11-11 on the clock. Getting ready to check back in is Zoe. She sits right down in front of Jill Walker, who's at the scoring booth. Another 3 attempt goes off, chased down by the opponent, and they keep possession. Another 3 is up and in.
Just got all 4 of those.
Now Kate from the outside. Puts it back to the top to Audrey. Audrey puts her thumb up, and that's the play they call. That means Dylan comes to the top with girls moving around under the basket. Now Charlie at the top. Charlie shoots a quick 3, and that's in. Nails the 3.
2.
That was a 2?
Yep.
They said the foot was on the line, so they only gave her a 2-point bucket. And now stepping into that passes Kate with another steal. Kate Weatherax quickly up to Charlie. Charlie throws it up. It's off. Rebound. Kate tries to get it, but it goes to number 31. Justin White. Quickly now. Royalty Hoops looks to try to get themselves back in it, but that's not going to do it because Audrey steps inside for another steal. That might be Audrey's 8th steal. And that's a 3 for Kate. That's off. Rebound. Royalty Hoops. We're under 10. Zoe getting uncomfortable over there with her long legs, sitting down. She's ready to come in, as well as an opponent. Blocked by Dylan. Dylan played that very well. Now Audrey, over to Charlie. Charlie has it. Charlie kicks it all the way out to Shelby for 3. That's up, that's off. Rebound. Tipped by Dylan, but into the hands of Royalty Hoops. Number 15 throws it all the way across. And that's a deep 3 in front of her coach, and she hits another one. Another 3-pointer. Quickly, Kate beats the whole sleeping defense, who didn't get back, and Audrey exposed them for that, and Kate gets the easy layup. Timeout. Royalty Hoops to talk about. Let's take a look at the score. And Eric's head. Okay. So here.
On the water fountain, right? I have a bottle. It's water fountain right there by the bathrooms. You got it? It's got a bottle refill.
Right. Okay.
It's in the truck.
All right, from the timeout, Royalty Hoop has it. Zoe checks her back into the game from the timeout. She sits into the 5 spot. And now she's hit a couple of them already. That one didn't go anywhere close. And now the rebound stays with the opponent. Zoe guards on the outside. She's going to try to get inside. Almost kicked by Audrey. No, 33 has 2. Really wants to test Zoe. And Zoe did the old lean away. And the girl thought she can lean into Zoe, and Zoe said, I'm pulling the chair out from you, and you got to travel from it. So now Kate has it on the outside, spins, looking to go up. She throws it up and gets blocked herself. Royalty Hoop comes down with 8:12 on the clock, 48-26 to the score, running clock. Audrey guards on the outside. Try to get it inside. Kate defends that. Now, Dylan defends. Tries to reach in to grab it. Pokes it away. That's a 3. That's up. That's off. Rebound Charlie. Charlie Knowles comes in front of the camera. Stops, gives it to Audrey. Audrey gets it all the way out to Zoe. She's now playing a 4, it looks like. Inside to Zoe. That's a... Zoe gets fouled the second or third time she tried. Clock continues to run. Zoe's going to get to shoot 2 here. So, Delaney picked up the water bottle. Thank you.
One of 3.
Quick substitution for Royalty Hoops. Zoe sinks them both to get to the half-century mark. 50-26 the score. We're under 7. Royalty Hoops now, guarded by Audrey. Kicks it back out, guarded by Dylan. Now Kate from the top, guarding the girl who's hit a couple threes. And now Audrey back to defend. That's a 3. Nope, she decided to pull it down. And that's a 3. That's up and off. Rebound, Audrey. Audrey trots it up. Outside to Kate. She's going to shoot that. They say 2. Rebound, Charlie. Back to Kate. Back to Charlie. Inside to Zoe. Zoe goes up. Zoe misses. She's going to want that one back. Blocked again by Zoe. That Wiz said, you can keep trying to do that. And a quick transitional layup for Kate. Throw it back inside. She wants to work the paint more. That's a big three. So quickly now, they're not getting back, and we are taking advantage of the fact that they just cannot get back on defense. And we are exposing that fault. That's another three. Shooting it up, and that hits the top of the back. Rebound, defended there by Kate. Charlie has the rebound. Charlie with 5:15 on the clock. Quickly now to Zoe. Zoe gets defended well, pulls it back out, gets it to the top of Charlie. Inside now to Kate, doing some work. A little spin. Look at that. What do you think about that, Johnny? We got a new 5 in town. Another. She's letting my daughter pad her stats. You're gonna learn. That's a 3. That in. Was she on the line there? No. You gonna learn. Here we go. Go back inside. Let's get more stats. Here we go. She didn't want to go up that time. So she turned it over instead. Now, Razor just off the fingertips of Kate. And the crowd almost took that right in the face. 4:19 on the clock. Taking a seat for 3N is Audrey. Shelby is in the game now.
We have 59. No,
Jumper off. Rebound. Dylan. Dylan quickly to Charlie. Charlie now with numbers. Charlie out to Kate. Kate to the top, back to Charlie. Charlie inside to Zoe. Zoe spins and just throws it up instead. I almost missed that on the camera. I gotta get my bearings here. 3.5 to go. Running clock. 61-29.
their hands, yes.
The jumper from the elbows off. Rebound Charlie. Charlie over to Kate.
Yes.
Kate pushes. Faked it and puts it up again. Kate's having a day. I love that move. Kate Weatherax, 15. Picking up from last week, last tournament. Stolen by Zoe. Kate had a tournament before. Zoe's going to take it herself. Goes in. They say no basket because a ball roll on the court. Hold the damn ball.
They stopped it for.
Yeah, no basket. Quick sub. Someone's going to fall on that ball. That would not be good. Zoe now gets her basket. Nope. So Zoe got the short end of the stick there. But for safety purposes, it makes sense. 2:19 on the clock. Game one of a total of 3 games today. So we're going to play another one in an hour, and then another one an hour after that. So it's a busy day. They're going to call it at the 2-minute mark. 63-31 is the final. Join us at, let me tell you when we, I'll give you the stats, and I'll tell you when we play again. And then I'll give you this post-game stats. So our next game after this one is at 5:45 on court 1. So we play 5.